Hi everyone, in this lesson we are going to be having a look at how to play Walk Don't Run as it was performed by the Ventures. So the song was originally written in 1954 by the jazz guitarist Johnny Smith before it was picked up later in 56 by Chet Atkins, and it was Chet Atkins' version that inspired the Ventures to produce a version of their own, and that's the one we're going to be looking at today. So we'll go in for a close-up then and see how it is done. Okay, the first section starts with this. Okay, so for that we have the second fret of the D string, second fret of the G string. We're then going to go on to the A string and play open, second fret, third fret. Then onto the D string and do exactly the same, open, second fret, third fret. We then go to the open G string now, then 2 on the G, 1 on the G, 1 on the B even. We can add a little bit of the vibrato on that with the bar, and then we play a staccato open B. So just a nice short note there. Okay, we then get this. Okay, so that is second fret on the G, then open 2, 3 on the A string, open 2 on the D string, then 3 on the D and 2 on the G together, then the open B and the open G together. We then have the first fret B, second fret G together, the open B and G again together, and then the second fret D, second fret G, third fret D together. We then get this. Okay, so this is the second fret of the D string. We're then going to hammer from 1 to 2 on the D, restrike the 2. We're then going to go open D, 2, 3, 2, open, all on the D string. Okay, we then play 3 on the A. We're then going to hammer and pull off open, 2, open on the D string quickly. We go to 3 on the A, open D string. We're then going to play part of an E chord, which is all we need really is the first fret on the G string and the second fret on the D string. Play those two together. There's a slight pause. We then come in again. So you'll have 6 of them in total, so it'll be... You then just play the second fret of the D at the end. So... Okay, so that gives you... Okay, so let's just go back to the beginning then and play through what we've got so far. Okay, now we repeat most of that starting on the second fret of the G. Okay, now this bar changes. We go 3 on the A string as we did before. Do the quick hammer on and pull off on the second fret of the D. Back to 3 on the A, open D, and now this time we play 3 on the A again. So that gives you... Okay, so I'll just play you through from where we left off last time then, so... Okay, we then have this little run. So this is 3 on the low E string, open A, second fret, third fret, then open D. Then what we're going to do is we're going to play the G open, but what we're going to do first is depress the vibrato bar very slightly and then release it. So you get that sort of exaggerated a bit there, but you get the idea. So you do that and then play the G again, and then you can add a bit of vibrato to that as well. So that will give you okay, we're going to play now the top half of a C chord. So for this, all we really need is the first finger down on the first fret of the B string. I sometimes put my second finger down on the second fret of the D string as well, just in case I accidentally catch that, so it'll still sound reasonably good. But all we need really is the first finger on the first fret on the B and the open G string together. So we're going to play that, cut it off, then play it 5 more times. We then go to an A minor chord now, put the whole A minor chord down. Again here, just play the G string and the B string together. We're going to then play the D string, which will have your second finger on it, and then play the G and the B again. Add a bit of vibrato to that. Play the chord again. You can strike more of the strings this time. Depress the bar in and then release it. And then add a little bit of vibrato afterwards. So that will give you okay, we're now going to go to, it's going to be an F chord, but all we need is 3rd fret of the A string, 3rd fret of the D string, and 2nd fret of the G string. And we're going to play this. Okay, so that is G, D, A, G, D, A. We then take that back now to an E chord. So now 2nd fret on the D string, 1st fret of the G string and the open B string. And we're going to play B, G, D, B, G, D with the same kind of a rhythm. Okay, so that will give you and then play an A minor chord. And then just add a bit of vibrato to that as well. So that's the whole chord from the A string all the way down. Okay, we then are going to slide from 1 to 2 on the D string quickly. We then have the open D string. We then have the 3rd fret of the A string, and then 2nd fret of the A string. Okay, so I'll give you all of that that middle section now then. Okay, we now go back into this. We now have the first of 2 endings, so the first one goes like this. Okay, so for this then we are going to do the 3rd fret of the A string, hammer on the 2nd fret of the D with that fast hammer on again, and then 3rd fret of the A string along with the 2nd fret of the D string. Okay, we then play part of a C chord again. This time we do need the 2nd finger down as well. So 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B, open G, 2nd fret of the D. We strike that, cut it off quite quickly. We're then going to go to what's part of a G7 chord. So here we need the 3rd fret of the D string, 3rd fret of the B string, and the 4th fret of the G string. We strike that, strike it again, slide it back slightly, and then strike the C chord again. Okay, then now there's a bit of a drum fill, and then the song goes back to the beginning, and for the most part it repeats exactly the same. A couple of tiny variations, not a lot though. So what I'll do is I'll play through the whole of the second half of the song then. so you can hear the whole thing. And I'll also show you where the variation comes in. Okay, so there's the first variation. You play from the 3rd fret of the A string, as you would expect. Then you stop there on the open the open D string. And whereas before you go into the E chord at that point, you pause just a little bit and you do just the last 5 strums of the E. So that gives you. Then you have that single D string 2nd fret before going on, so I'll go on from that point. Okay, we'll stop there, and then we have now our second ending, which is this. Okay, so for this we need the the top half of a C chord again, sorry. So 2nd fret on the D, open G, and 1st fret B. Play that twice, cutting them off each time. We then have the top half of an F chord, so here 2nd fret on the G string, 1st fret on the B and the top E. And again, play it twice, cutting them off each time. We then slide up to a C chord, done here as a bar at the 8th fret. So this is barring with your 1st finger across the 8th fret and playing an E chord shape. So you'll have all of the 8 there, covered by the 1st finger. Then you'll have the 10th fret of the A string, 10th fret of the D string, and 9th fret of the G string. And you can add a little bit of a vibrato on that as well. So that will give you. Okay, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.